Hi, my name's Brad Pedwell. I created A Different Kind of Hero with my friend Scott Hastings over the spring and summer of 2020 during the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic and I guess the stay-at-home order here in Vancouver, BC. COVID-19 and the stay-at-home order had just begun. So me and my friend Scott, we needed an avenue to release music. So we started going live on our Instagram and Facebook almost every day from our yard and just drinking beers and playing song requests and trying out new songs, playing on each other's songs, and really having a fun time exploring music. We decided to start doing a produced video series, which eventually became A Different Kind of Hero. It started out as kind of just live music, games, and fun stories. But as time went on, there became more and more storyline in each episode, and it became honed into this almost deep dive into my psyche and my inadequacies that I've been hiding from the world, and kind of like showed the world Brad without a mask, so to speak, no pun intended. And I really think that it started myself on a journey of healing during the pandemic as opposed to one of sorrow.
Yeah, I'm Scott Hastings, and it was an absolute blast. In fact, I might call it an honor to have worked on Different Kind of Hero. Brad and I became very close friends as roommates, and we were having a great time going out in the front yard and playing music together. And shortly after we started doing that, a lot of other people started live streaming. And the kind of person Brad is, he zigs when everyone else zags. So he came up with this idea of like creating a show that we would release on YouTube. And that is the origins of Different Kind of Hero.
Creating A Different Kind of Hero made me feel closer to my friends, despite us being further apart physically than we've ever been. It made me realize the blessed life that I live. And I guess starting to really think about, who is Brad? Why is Brad here? What am I doing here in the first place? And it's helped me come to a lot of conclusions and also a lot of realizations of things that I need to change and fix in my life.
Like when Brad first brought it up, he was just talking about this show that would be sort of campy, kind of like a wrestling drama. And when he presented it to me, he had all these ideas and about these different characters. And then when we started shooting and I started seeing what he was emotionally, where he was going, I realized that this was far beyond just a silly format for him to, release music. This was truly an introspective, deep dive into one's own psyche. And I thought it was ridiculously brave of him to do this, because he's there in a lot of those emotional scenes. Yeah, there is a bit of acting involved in them, but at the same time, he's speaking from a place of reality. He's writing from a very real place. I always thought that was pretty courageous.
Having a platform like that to release my music and also show the world who I really want them to see me as. Did you just fart? I hope the microphones picked that up, because I think my cat just farted. Well, that really, I forgot what I was saying. So before I decided to do A Different Kind of Hero 2 as a movie, I was going to do it the same way, as a series with the episodes and whatnot. And so I had episode 1 essentially finished with this premise that was basically, I wrote a song and I sent it to Alec, and that I accidentally sent it to the wrong email. So yeah, I guess without any further ado, here's the lost episode, pieced together as best as I could with what footage I have left over here. And hope you enjoy it. It's not good.
I could be a different kind of hero. I could be a kind of hero. I could be a different kind of hero. A different kind of hero. I could be a different kind of hero. I could be a different kind of hero.
Because I'm a musician. God damn it. I'm not gonna let this pandemic, these changes in my life, take that away from me. I have to start writing again. I like that. Oh, I gotta send this to Alec. Finally, I wrote something. Hey, dude. So I finally wrote a song. I know it's been like a month. I think it's pretty good so far. I was hoping to send you over the demo, and then maybe we could write the rest of it together or something. Awesome, man. And what's your email again? Alec Old Guy 56 at hotmails. Okay. .com. Everything is coming. Hey, dude. You haven't got it yet? Alright, let me just double check I sent it to the right person here. Oh, dude, I sent it to Alec Old Guy 57. Crap. Oh, wait. I just got something from that email address. What the hell? Yeah, hang on, shut up. Yeah, I'll send it, shut up. You took my song and made it amazing. There's instrumentation and production and... What the hell? Hey, Gawk?
Hey, man.
Yeah. You didn't just send me an email, did you?
No, I've just been sitting here at the pool getting drunk.
Oh, weird. Okay, thanks, man.
Let me in?
Yeah, it's not about letting you in right now, dude. I just need to know, did you just send me a song?
No. Hey, you know I wasn't even supposed to be in this season.
Okay, shut up, bye.
What the hell?
Maybe, just maybe, this person could help me write a hit. A song that'll get me some recognition. I have to find them. I have to find them.
I don't know if it's because I've burned so many bridges, or maybe I haven't made that much of an effort. I don't know. Maybe it's just the luck of the draw. But I still stay at the table like a bad gambler because I need this. I need to succeed. I need to close that chapter of my life before I can move on. A different kind of hero in many ways is me acknowledging that and also still trying to do that. And I fell in love with making videos and making music videos and using this type of platform as a way to release my music. A Different Kind of Hero gave me the confidence to start producing my own rock music from home, being a kind of at-home studio producer. And my mixes have gotten better and better as time's gone on. It's helped me become a stronger musician and a stronger writer because it's given me a well that I can always go back to as a songwriter and a creator, because I've created this universe of characters and people and purpose. Oh, characters, okay. Gawk Rod. He's a rock god. He's the greatest rock star that ever lived. I remember originally the character had a giant, like, super long cucumber that we had in the fridge. It was down like his pant leg, but we actually lost that footage and had to reshoot it. And the cucumber, I think we left it outside that day by accident, so it was just this soggy mess. So unfortunately, we lost the cucumber gig because we didn't want to go to the store during COVID to go buy a cucumber. So that's on some level a missed opportunity. Lil Young Fiendy, or the Fiend, or whatever. I've tried not to refer to him as the Fiend because Vince McMahon, please don't sue me, please. The reason I have that mask is because I'm a fan of professional wrestling, but also that we went to a taping of SmackDown in February 2020 in Rogers Arena in Vancouver, and so I bought that as a souvenir, and we've had a lot of fun just kind of wearing it around the house and scaring people and running around with it. And when it came time to add another character, it was logical to just use the fun mask we've already just kind of been having fun with anyways. The Fiend loves coffee. He loves his wife. And towards the end of the show, he realizes his love for his wife. And he has his say anything moment with the boombox. Top Hat Guy. So Top Hat Guy is the biggest, I guess, like shade of gray character in the whole series. You find out later in season 2 what his actual name is, but for season 1 his name is just Top Hat Guy. He's the guy with the top hat and the eye patch. He's always been representative of my self-doubt and how I kind of never feel like I'm good enough and I never really fit in with any group. He's on some level full of rage and defiance, but then he's also calm and subdued and kind of worried about the other guys. We find out in A Different Kind of Hero 2 that his name is actually Reggie T. Reggie T is, until it's revealed that he is also Top Hat Guy, the world's biggest influencer. And he wants to be a star. Just looking for acceptance, no matter what avenue it is, even if it's trying to be an influencer, you know. The Kingpin is the final boss in season 1 of A Different Kind of Hero. He's kind of like the puppet master. He's the guy pulling all the strings in my life. And he's representative of my depression and my anxiety and how I've not done things in life because of them. There's this weird skit that we did, I think, for episode 1 or episode 2. And it was just me throwing action figures.
I'm just gonna make up a game. Quarantine's getting weird and boring. I guess I'll just throw these dudes at these other dudes. Strike, I guess. 100 points. Oh, 10 million points for that one. Strike. Oh, no. Quarantine's getting weird. Well, that's how you play the game. See you later.
Well, that was an abysmal sportscast, wasn't it? Jeez, here's your frickin' microphone. Jeez, how dare they treat Lonnie Lunchbags like that?
Lonnie Lunchbags, he was kind of a character that's like, you know how Kermit the Frog is a newscaster on Sesame Street, but on the Muppet Show, he's like, he has a different job? That's kind of what Lonnie Lunchbags was. He's just like an overarching, nice, fun guy that's glad to be there and has whatever job we need him to have to fit the story.
Yeah, something about but fucking changes in the weather, but come up from the ground. I'm in the hard truth is I've been drinking a lot, and I ain't helping my depression cause I'm giving it stock. And I'm addicted to attention, not addicted to music. I'm addicted to the feeling that I use an excuse to hit the booze and make sure cause I'm addicted to status. Couldn't reach into my bag of tricks to show you who Brad is, man. I wanna get in my bag. I wanna get in my bag.
I thought he wasn't gonna be in this season.
I don't understand how the Fiend was successful, and I'm not.
It should have been me.
Hi, I'm Lonnie Lunchbags with PNS. And folks, there is beef. Pedwell has released a scathing mixtape, launching at The Fiend. Pedwell believing that it should have been him that had the success instead of The Fiend, despite making friends at the end of season 1. The Fiend is here with us today via satellite. Fiend, are you there?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the beef is, what the issue is, to tell you the truth. I thought we were friends. At the end of last season, he gave me a coffee maker. I thought we were friends. I wasn't even supposed to be in this season.
Very unfortunate.
I don't know, man. Pedwell turned heel or something, and he thinks that it should have been him that was successful, and I don't know, man. Why can't we both be successful? You know, I've just been living my life. I have a 200-date world tour coming up. We're like the Partridge Family. We don't really have a bus, but we have a boat. So we only go to cities that are accessible by water.
Yeah.
That's what's so weird to me, man, is that I wasn't even supposed to be in this season, you know?
Well, I hope it works out for you. Great to talk to you, Fiend. More as the story develops on BNS. BNS, for the hardest news first. I'm Lonnie Lunchbags.
Thank you, Lonnie. And by the way, I love PNS.
One of the things about A Different Kind of Hero that really pushed myself and Scott was the time constraints. We had 1 week to write, film, edit an entire episode, and sometimes it got down to the absolute wire. I remember, I think it was episode 7 of season 1, it wouldn't export. There was a frame that was just corrupt or something like that in my session, and it just would not export. And I was melting down, and thank gosh Scott was so patient with me and walked me through it and told me to just clip the parts that I can, and then we'll piece it all back together. And eventually we did it in the 11th hour and got it uploaded in time. But the stress of the time constraints of the 1 week, it became heavy sometimes, but it also pushed and forced us to make an effort that I don't necessarily think I would have made without those time constraints. As a creative person, it's almost nice to be forced to have a timeline, to be able to force to make decisions. Otherwise, in many ways, art's never finished.
Brad would film a lot of them himself, and the more and more he picked up little tricks he picked up or experiments he would do with the software, and the cameras, started dunking the GoPro in the bathtub and filming from underwater and all that. Really neat exploration of creativity.
Scott and I share a favorite brewery. It's Main Street Brewing. And our favorite beer is the Naked Fox IPA. We drink it so much that we've called it the talent maker. The joke being that the more you drink, the more talent you have. And you're like, oh man, I'm kind of running out of talent over here. Can you pass me some more talent maker? And it just encourages us to drink more delicious beer. And we're not sponsored by it or anything like that. However, Main Street Brewing, if you're out there, what's it take to get a sponsorship for A Different Kind of Hero 3? Eh? The character, the final boss in season 1, the Kingpin, is actually named after their pale ale as well, funny enough. I'll always cherish those days last summer in the yard with my friend Scott, just drinking beer, making art, having genuine conversation and friendship, and getting through this COVID-19 pandemic with a pal. It really helped keep us both sane, I think, and I'm really grateful for that time. Hollowed ground, man, hollowed ground. My friend Ian, he calls it the Bert and Ernie days. Fucking makes me cry, man. Those were good times. They were hard times, but they were good times. Genuine friendship, man. Pardon me. You know what's so funny? What I think about when I think about that time in the yard, I think about the color of the beer can against the color of the grass, and then the blue sky. Like, that color palette is what sticks in my mind, like those three colors.
So after we finished the first season, we started working on the second season, and I had an opportunity to move, and it was emotional. I know that for me, it was this huge dilemma between moving to where I am now and leaving Brad. I mean, we got along so well. We enjoyed life together. We were excited about making more media together, and leaving was, for me, it was in some ways like a breakup in a lot of ways, and it was quite emotional for us both, I know.
I remember when we'd do the fight scenes, we would actually wrestle, and I'd insist on taking bumps for the biz. And there's this one time we were doing, I think, right before Matt Hardy appeared in the sky, that moment, Scott just wound up and just smoked me right there. I didn't have a shiner, luckily, but I had like this huge lump on my face for the next few days. He just smoked me.
It's one of my favorite stories of what a true behind the scenes story where I wanted to do a fight scene. I really kind of wanted to get, we had done some fight scenes in the show, but I wanted to have a fight scene that was choreographed and a little more high impact action fight scene. And so I scribbled together a storyboard and then sort of broke that storyboard down to figure out how we could film it with myself portraying the other character, because there was two characters, but they were both Brad fighting each other. So we were trying to figure out clever ways to film it where I would be shot from behind with the wig or the hoodie or something like that, and so that you couldn't tell that it wasn't two Brads. And we did all this filming, and we had two cameras shooting, and then later that night, after we shot that video, there was another project we were working on, and I grabbed the camera and, being not thinking about it, getting prepped for the evening shoot, I formatted the SD card in the camera, making sure that it had enough room for what we were filming that night, and that was detrimental to the Different Kind of Hero fight scene, because we just lost our main camera. And so after I realized this, I broke the news to Brad, and it was I was a little worried, but Brad took it like a champ. He didn't blink twice and said, "Hey, if that's what happened, that's what happened." And we sort of brainstormed, okay, how can we figure this out? Because we did have to get this footage out there and finish the episode. So we went through all of the old footage and figured out what we had from the secondary cameras, and then cut that together the best we can, and then realized, okay, if we can take a pickup shot of this, and this, we can cobble together some kind of fight sequence. So we got it, and it turned out all right. But it was one of those like, oh, I wish people could have seen the vision that I had for that sequence. So it was a fun little one.
I had two of those same shirts, and so I could kind of just wash one and wear one and kind of keep them in rotation. But I mean, they were both dirty more times than not. And I remember so many times it just smelled so much like sunscreen. I remember that shirt just smelling so much like sunscreen because I was trying not to get burned, and always wearing that shirt, running around in the yard or running around Vancouver. I got pretty sweaty, and it's a unique smell to that shirt. Coconuts and salt.
I'll send an air somewhere to the world. I'll send an air somewhere to the world. I hope that someone gets my. I hope that someone gets my message in the bottle.
Yo, what it is, y'all? It's your boy, Reggie T. Make sure you smash that subscribe button before you go any further. But today, bro, we're going on a nature walk, bro. And that's right, Reggie T, world's biggest influencer, is going on a nature walk. We're gonna find the most wonderful stuff that Vancouver has to offer. Wait, what's that? I just found, bro, a message in a bottle. I wonder who it's from. This could be my chance to really be the world's biggest influence. This'll do. Who's Pedwell?
Sir, do you know Alec Old Guy 57? Ma'am, do you know Alec Old Guy 57? Hey kid, you know Alec Old Guy 57? Does anybody here know Alec Old Guy 57? Anyone? Please! Anyone? Does anyone know Alec Old Guy 57?
That's him, bro.
Nice pants, dude. Thanks, they're Zubaz. I'm joking. They make you look like the Macho Man's unemployed idiot cousin. Really? Thanks. Who is Alec Old Guy 57? I don't know. Who is Alec Old Guy 57? I don't know. Don't make me cancel you, man.
I don't know.
Who
That's why I
is
put the
he?
message in the bottle. I'm trying to find him too.
Okay then. What have you done to try and find him already?
I got a carrier pigeon. I sent out a signal in Morse code. I shouted from the rooftops. And I sat amongst the garbage with a sign, hoping pedestrians would see me.
Why didn't you try Google or Facebook or, emailing him back at the email that he emailed you from?
No.
Yeah, alright. You're an idiot, bro.
I'm not.
If you're trying to get a hold of this guy, it's gotta be worth something, though. And that could be the clickbait title of the year. World's biggest influencer finds message in bottle. No. World's biggest influencer finds antique message in bottle.
Antique? Dude, that was just a bottle of Hoying dark matter that I put some electric tape over the top of.
Idiots. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see who finds him first, bro.
What a jerk.
lost them, but I lost myself. Then I turned a corner, but I turned around. 180 degrees from evil's where I'll be. 180 degrees of pain is what I'll see. Always someone chasing me. No one wants to be like me. Maybe if I looked at the sky, I could try to understand. I'm a broken man, so I make the call. Am I a good man? Oh, am I a bad man? Am I a Tim Taylor? Am I a plaid man? This home don't need no improvement. Guy over the fence. Always someone chasing me. No, no one wants to be like me. No, maybe if I look to the sky, finally I'll be free. Find someone like me. Find someone like me.
I'm a person that suffers from depression. Over the last year, the COVID-19 pandemic, it's really come to the surface and reared its ugly head and became a monster inside my head and in my body. And A Different Kind of Hero was the first time that I started addressing it and talking about it and visiting that part of my brain that I've been afraid to even go for a really long time. It helped me begin a journey of healing, being mindful about these fiends that exist in my head sometimes. And I understand that, mental illness, it's not a weakness, it's just something that I have to deal with. It's my friend that hangs out with me over here, and sometimes he's a jerk. COVID-19 is the first time I started acknowledging my depression, talking about it publicly, and acknowledging it rather than just displacing it as anger. It helped me grow, at least start to grow, and I think become a kinder, gentler person. Someone that understands that it's not your fault. I'm proud now that I'm able to acknowledge my depression, but also not live in that sad headspace and acknowledge my triumphs, even if they're small. And I consider A Different Kind of Hero a triumph in my life. It was Canada Day 2008. My band Pedwell was performing at a Vancouver venue called The Bourbon as part of their Canada Day celebration. Also on the bill was my pal Matt's band On Holiday, and another act whose name escapes me right now. Our friend Avi was the bar manager of The Bourbon at the time. And if you met Avi, you know he always takes care of his friends, and he's kind of just a really genuine person. Anyways, he remembered it was recently my birthday, and so he made sure that I got to celebrate it. It was also Canada's birthday, and we Canadians were a patriotic bunch, so the libations, they were flowing. The Bourbon had a vodka snow cone machine on hand for the occasion, and this right here was the first ingredient to the proverbial cocktail that would create a moment that would last forever. So we've loaded in our gear and sound checked, etc. The opening act is playing their set, and my pal brings me these 2 vodka-soaked snow cones, one for each hand, and this giant mug of beer that said, "I bet you can't," on it. Just big red letters. This thing was giant. And me being me, always trying to impress everyone, people, to my own detriment, I drank it all as quickly as I could, physically, and, I really proved that I'm awesome by doing that, I think, and that I represent all that is rock and roll. So I was feeling good, baby. Woo! Woo! All my friends were there. It was my birthday. We were going on stage to play some rock and roll. So we went on stage, we started playing our set. I was particularly energetic this set because I was like super excited to play riffs really loud and jump around. But on the other side of that coin, I drank enough alcohol to blind a pirate. And that right there was the second ingredient in the proverbial cocktail that really kicked this party up a notch. We were playing our song Better Off Alone, which has basically just a big heavy solo break in the middle of it. And it was one of like the heavier riffs on our set at the time, so I was really giving her on the headbanging and stage antics until it came time to sing the chorus. And as I rose up to the microphone to sing my part, all of the beer did the exact same thing and followed suit and just erupted out of my mouth all over the stage in like this big foamy bear spray of a barf. And I managed to quote-unquote save face by turning around and just chunning all over the kick drum in the stage area behind me. So not a lot of people saw it, I don't think. I hope. So we ended the song, and for the most part, I don't think they really noticed. Until about 3 minutes later when On Holiday came on stage to play their set and had to use the same drum kit and the same little tiny stage area. And Matt actually wasn't mad. He actually gave me a free On Holiday shirt because I had barf all over my shirt. So anyways, that's the story of how I got a free On Holiday shirt.
Is this how they do it in the pros?
Dude, I am chilling.
Hi, Mom. Is it hot in here? Where the hell am I? What room is this? It's full of freaks. I don't like this room. Oh God, they're so hard.
Holy fuck, whoa. That's a bad stretch for Brad. Two, three, four. Alright. And safety position. Alright. I know the ladies in Yaletown do this. Okay.
The Canadian goose.
Here in the wild, we have the wild Scott Hastings. As you see, he mounts the female on the fence.
In their natural habitat, the seagull can be found on the roof of the suburban neighborhood. As you can see, the female of the species is laying its eggs into the chimney so they may fall down and become presents for children at Christmas time.
The visual effects was super fun. And in the first episode, I had some ideas on how we could pull off some of the concepts that Brad was after. And when Brad saw those, some of the techniques are just simple split screens. Some of those ones after the first episode, he never needed my help for those kind of shots because he understood how to do that now in the editing software. But there were certain things that were a little larger in scope or vastness. And those I had a blast doing. I do wish in some cases that we had more time, but at the same, I kind of love the fact that they were cobbled together and there's missing pixels and they look like garbage. Like there's something fun about that, in my opinion, where they don't look that great and they don't, they're very plate-like. You can sort of see their two-dimensional planes, and the fireballs and the lightning bolts are obviously sort of stuck over top of the footage. It's not terribly well composited or anything, but in the timeline we had, it was super fun. Trying to figure out how to make 3 characters combine into one and make one of them grow into a giant Mighty Morphin Power Ranger kind of inspired moments. And then to have the cat come in and save the day. So there was a day where I was actually multiple days where I would just run around after the cat and film the cat from different angles so that we could get this giant cat destroying Vancouver. Or they say never to work with children and animals, and I would agree. Getting a cat to cooperate is not necessarily convenient. But it worked out. We got it. And I think, again, the cheapness of it, the slap togetherness of it actually adds to the humor of the show.
Look at you. Look at what you've become. Maybe you destroyed the one thing about you that helped you. We have to go back, Brad. We have to become more.
And I ain't helping my depression cause I'm giving it stock. And I'm addicted to attention, not addicted to music. I'm addicted to the feeling that I use an excuse to hit the blues and make shows. Cause I'm addicted to status. Couldn't reach into my bag of tricks to show you who Brad is, man. I wanna give you my bag. I wanna give you my bag.
When I look back on A Different Kind of Hero, I feel comforted. I feel home. I feel like it was a time in my life where I made legitimate art with a genuine friend, and it really mattered. Maybe not just to me. And that's what I realize my real purpose is. It's sharing this journey of accepting myself with the world. A Different Kind of Hero, back when things began, it gave me, and I think some other people, some hope and something to look forward to and something to focus on, aside from the high case numbers and just all the inundation with negative attitudes and opinions and negative news all the time. It's just like, it seems like the world, excuse me, it seems like the world is going to shit, but it's okay. It's gonna get better. And that's originally what A Different Kind of Hero was about, was telling people that it's going to be okay and we need to stick together even though it's hard and we're far away from each other and all our relationships are being strained. That it's important for us to stick together, and that it's important for us to remember that the love that we have inside our hearts for each other is stronger than all of this. And that's what's important. And that's what binds us all. And doing A Different Kind of Hero has kind of gotten me back in touch with that, I guess, spirituality, where I believe that we are all connected and that we are all going to be okay in this life, and if there is a next, because we all share this same loving energy, and that comforts me. And doing A Different Kind of Hero helped me explore that and open those windows in my mind that I had closed off for a really long time. A Different Kind of Hero has made me realize that it's okay. More than anything, it's that it's okay. It's gonna be okay.